Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? This is my third stream, and today we're going to be playing Animal Crossing. We're going to just work right from the start, and we'll see how it takes us. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. I've done just to give a bit of background with me at Animal Crossing. We've done I've done Animal Crossing 7 times to 5-Star Island. And every time I've tried to do something a little bit different. So I like it to develop in a kind of organic way. So we shall see. Alright, I'll be quiet while this starting credit starts. Good morning. We're so excited to have you here. Let us be the first to congratulate you on your wise decision to sign up for this adventure. Welcome to the check-in counter for your deserted island getaway package. There's so much to look forward to, but first let us introduce ourselves. I'm Temmie with Nook Inc. And I'm Tommy. We'll be flying to the island with you to help you get settled. Think of us as your partners. We'll be in it for the long haul. So let's get started, shall we? The first step is checking your application. Is this your first time applying for one of our packages? Sure is. I'm not moving. Understood? Understood. Now then, we'll need to look up your application. Can we have your name and birthday? What should we have? I'll put down warrior. And for date of birth, I'll put sometime in April. Not going to put down the exact birth date. Our next step will be to take a picture of you, warrior. Oh, don't worry. Take as much time as you need to get yourself looking just the way you want. We'll be ready when you are. Please choose your style. I want to be a boy. So, what are we going to go for? I think that skin colour will suit me nicely. And then we can press left or right on the top buttons to move into different styles. I think that out of those haircuts, this is the only one that gets anywhere near. As you can see, I'm balding, but it doesn't have a balding facility, so getting quite grey on the old edge, so I'm going to go grey. Let's see. How about eyes? Now, normally my eyes are quite closed, so we'll see. Yeah, I think that suits. Yeah, that'll do. We'll choose the eyes. And then I've got a very angular nose. I know my mouth is quite small, so let's go for that mouth. And then I've got very, very ruddy cheeks, so I'll go for that. And we'll go for quite pinkish. And that's the only options that we've got. Does everything look okay? Yes, apart from the sailor's outfit, but I can change that at another point. Great! You're all set. All set. I'll just go ahead and add that picture to your records. And now, let's start talking about your new home. So exciting. Exciting. You'll see we're quite proud of the work we've done to help you feel comfortable in your new life. Oh yes, in fact, if you want, you can even experience the seasons the same way that you're used to them. What I mean is, we have islands in both the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. We recommend choosing an island that has the same seasonal pattern as your current home. So tell me, warrior, where do you live now? I live in Europe. Well, I live in England. Of course, Brexit makes it more difficult to associate ourselves with the Europeans, but we are very definitely European. Excellent. That information really helped us focus on just the right island for you. So naturally, we'd recommend that you relocate to an island in the Northern Hemisphere. There are a few more decisions to make, but does that sound okay to you so far? Yeah, of course it does. Very good. We have a number of lovely uninhabited islands in the Northern Hemisphere for you to choose from. Now then, all of our islands are approximately the same size and they're quite natural. So don't worry about whether you'll have enough space or comfort. You can't go wrong. Just follow your instincts and choose an island with a layout that looks appealing. And that's how I'd do it. I'll show you some maps now, and you can choose the best one for your new home. However, I've set up a number of different islands in the past, and normally what I do is I feel more comfortable with a river because I live on the River Tyne, which is through Newcastle. So I think what we'll do is we'll have a long meandering river, and I think the first one's probably going to be the best option for us. The thing about the River Tyne is it's famous for the bridges that it's got over it. It's got God knows how many bridges now. You can drive over one bridge and you'll see another 5 bridges just right next to each other. But before we depart, I have just one final question for you. If you could bring one thing to your deserted island, what would it be? Some food. I'm a bloke and therefore governed by my stomach. How interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, that was just a hypothetical question. Nuke Inc. will fully cover all your basic needs. Yes, yes. This charter flight for Nuke Inc.'s deserted island getaway package is ready for boarding. Any customers wanting to board should make their way to the gate at this time. Perfect timing. Come on, let's all board the plane together. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking this chartered flight as part of Nuke Inc.'s deserted island getaway package. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy a complimentary video presentation about deserted island life. I always get confused in between desert, dessert, and deserted. I'm dyslexic, you see, so I get confused easy. Right, let's watch this video. Cicada, nice. Today, instead of my usual coffee, I've got a nice cup of tea. I wonder what sort of islanders we're going to have when we start off. You always go to the island and you have 2 islanders that come along with you, as well as Timmy, Tommy, and you meet Tom Nook there. So it's always an experience finding out who your original islanders are. There we are. Oh, pears! We like pears. That's going to be our fruit of our island. I don't think I've had pears before. I've had cherries, apples quite a lot, and then I've had oranges once. That's about it. It doesn't give very much variety, so I'm quite pleased with pears. We're here! Now, you must be incredibly excited to explore our new island home, but I have one small request. Would you please join us for a short orientation session in the nearby plaza? Our fearless leader himself will be given a presentation, so I'd hate for you to miss it. We're heading there right now. If you would like to move that button to follow us. I have to apologise about me about how I pronounce things. With me being from the north of England, I tend to drop the G's off the end of words, so like going becomes going, and my becomes me. Speak to me, Mr. Nook. Timmy says, "All right, is that everyone? Let's see. Is Myra here? Who's Myra? Which one? Ah, the rabbit. And how about Ronald? The penguin." I'm liking these islanders. These are quite cute. I tend to get lots of jocks on my island, and my preference is towards the lazy islanders, the grumpy islanders, because once you get past the grumpiness, they're actually really friendly, possibly the friendliest ones. I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Nook. Our 3 adventurers are ready to get started. Yes, yes, very good. Let's see, how shall I begin? Yes, of course. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our new island. My name is Tom Nook, and I'm the founder and president of Nook Incorporated. Yes, yes. Today is the first day of your new life on this pristine, lovely island, so congratulations. And this is a package deal. As such, Nook Inc. staff will always be here to support you and ensure your comfort and safety. But first things first, yes, yes. I'd like each of you to choose a spot of your own. It's a first step to plotting down some real roots. I'd like you to dream big. I do have certain connections in the construction and real estate. And I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get started with a simple tent, shall we? Please collect your tent from Timmy or Tommy and then choose a spot to place it. I still haven't managed to find out which is which yet. I don't know which is Timmy and which is Tommy, but we'll talk to this dude. Tommy, that's Tommy. There's no defining characteristics though, so I think we'll just wander up to them. Here we go, warrior. Your very own tent. Once you find the perfect spot, press X to access your inventory and then select your tent to place it. Don't worry, you'll get a chance to see what it looks like before making your final decision. And you'll want a little breathing room, so take your time finding a space that works for you. Oh, I suppose I should probably set you up with a map too. Once you've put up your tent, please find your way back here. Use your new map if you need it. Well, off you go. I hope you find a great spot. Right, time for the first explore. We can't pick up anything yet, so we're not going to worry about having to pick up anything, and she's kind of concerned about that. Is that a Power Ranger outfit she's got on? We'll get back to these later on, because what we'll do is we'll put our tent up first, and then we'll come back and we'll help out these other villagers, because they're always indecisive and they want you to choose as much as possible. Where's this? Let's take a look at the map. Ah, we're right next to a pond. I quite like this. I think this should be... you've always got a few outcrops of the island. I never know how to decorate them properly. Let's take... Oh, we've got a big fish there. So the jetty's not here. Whereabouts is the jetty? Ah, it's down at the bottom right-hand side. Got you. Okay, so where I'm going to place my tent is right next to a pond. I love water. And then what we can do is we can imagine what it's like to see whether we like it or not. Let me imagine it. I'm thinking this is probably going to be a bit close. Oh no, that's fine, that's perfectly fine. What it does is it also knocks out the trees as well, so it does a little bit of landscaping for you. We'll have to do a little bit of landscaping, but we can make this work. Should we go ahead? Yeah, let's go ahead. I set up my tent. That's a big first step. Right, and let's go out and help the rest of them. Normally what happens is you've got an islander who wants to plant the home on the left-hand side of the island here, and then you've got one that wants to place it on the right-hand side. With this being so close to a river, I think that there will probably be around here somewhere as well. Probably in front. Yeah, there we are. I'm not going to change where the islanders want to set up. If they want to set up here, I'll do it here. What this does is you never really go with the first position of anything that you put, especially when it comes to like terraforming and things. We're going to be moving around the island. We'll more than likely end up with a few of our islands up the top of the top area of the map, and then towards the bottom as well. Like the area across there, and then the bottom area towards the bottom left hand side where I've put my tent, everything like that. That's where the main shopping centre will be and things, but we'll see how it all pans out, because everything's going to work out in a, like, hopefully an organic fashion. Yo, wait, I got it. Don't tell me, you warrior, right? See? I told you I had it. I'm Myra. I gotta tell you, I'm excited about this whole island thing, Cottontail. I swear she's dressed as a Power Ranger. You've already found a good spot. I was trying to just feel for the best spot, but I was having trouble, because every spot feels like the best one. I couldn't just sit here thinking it over forever, so I grabbed a stick and I threw it, and here's where it landed. So now, this is my spot, okay? I know there's only so far I could throw a stick, but I'm liking this. Why not? Yeah, looks good to me. For real, Cottontail? Well, if you're sure, actually, let's think about this a little. If I put my tent here... now we're imagining. Looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks alright. Awesome. From now on, this won't be just anywhere on the island. It's going to be my home, sweet home. I can't believe I got such an awesome spot. You rock, Cottontail. I wonder how that Roland guy is doing. He might have as much trouble as I was. Perhaps you should go and see if he needs help too. Yes, of course he will. So what we're going to do is you have to set up these islanders' homes first, and then go back to the main plaza. So we'll get this one sorted too. Roland. I notice when they're talking, they'll say like, "Oh, Cottontail," and they'll say that quite a bit. It's part of their speech. Yo, I'm Ronald. You're warrior, right? Nice to meet you, buddy. You already set up your tent, eh? I'm still trying to find the perfect spot. I'll be doing some serious cardio, so this has got to have lots of fresh air. That penguin is a joke. Seriously. I think this spot will do the trick, but I don't know. What do you think, warrior? And again, we're going to say, that's great. We're just going to get this over and done with as soon as possible. You think so? Awesome. Okay then. How about we do a little visualization exercise together? If I put my tent here... Pretty cool, right? Looks great to me. Alright. Looks like we have a winner. I'm going to put down the stakes right here and never look back. Buddy. That was a tough decision. You totally saved my... what? Glutes? Glutes sounds right. Don't tell me you already helped Myra out too. You're like a true champion. I just got here, so I don't have anything ready. But I'm going to reward you for this once I'm settled in. Well, looks like it's time to sprint back to the plaza. Buddy. Tom Nook says, welcome back everyone. I hope you found just the right spots to set up your new homes. You notice that the sun's starting to go down now on your first day. Tom Nook says, of course, you can sleep on it for a while. Really get a feel for how it suits you. And with that taken care of, we can move on to more serious business. Like throwing an island warming party. We'll have it right here in the plaza with a roaring campfire. We'll just need a few supplies to get started, yes? Since we'll all be living here together, this will be a good test of our teamwork. Let's see. Timmy, Myra, Tommy and Roland, can you set up things here in the plaza? Meanwhile, Warrior and I will get to work on gathering firewood and perhaps a little snack. Alright everyone, let's go for it. Warrior, would you come see me for a moment? We certainly can. Ah, Warrior, I just wanted to go over what you'll need for the campfire. I think roughly 10 tree branches should do the trick. You can find them scattered about the island. So, when you find one lying on the ground, just press Y to pick it up. Meanwhile, I'll investigate the pear-like items growing on the trees. I suspect they're real pears. I suspect they're real pears too. Right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3. Pick up that rock. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's our 10. Let's see if we can pick one more up for good luck, because we'll need to be crafting at some point. And when it comes to the flimsy tools that we're going to get first of all, they're all going to require branches and they'll all break very easily. So I might as well collect more than what we need. There we go. Ah, and a rock, just spotted that. You never walk anywhere in Animal Crossing, so I don't know why it was even provided this running. Because you always run everywhere. It's just one of those things. Oh, good, good, warrior! It looks like you've managed to collect up the tree branches. You found even more than I asked. You only needed 10, but I'm sure you'll find a good use for the rest. I'll take what we need off your hands now. Yes, yes, that should be plenty for our campfire. You made quick work of that. I'm glad I'll be sharing this desolate island with such a hard worker. Oh. And speaking of surviving on a desolate island, our new task is to round up something to snack on. While you were collecting branches, I was evaluating the fruit, and it seems to be that seems to be abundant here. They look like pears, they smell like pears, and they even taste like pears. In fact, they're 100% without a doubt genuine pears. So, will you collect 6 of them for me? Now, I'm sure you don't need much guidance here, but just in case, if you see a tree growing with pears, you can shake it by pressing A, then pick up the fruit. I'm sure you have plenty of pears for all of us in no time. And I'm sure we'll have some too. I want to collect some weeds as well while I'm at it. As you can use weeds to craft different items as well. But we also need to tidy up the island as well. And for tasks like this, you can get nuke miles for. So maybe I won't collect too many, I'll still leave plenty about for when I get the phone. You'll see the phone in a little bit. Oh no, I didn't mean to shake that. I think oh no, it's alright, I've got the pears. Maybe I'll collect 1 more tree's worth of pears just so I can have supplies. Right, let's go back to Mr. Nuke. And then we'll get the first opening sequence done. Well, well, I knew you were the right one for the job. Thank you once again. I'll go ahead, take those pears off your hands, and get started on the preparations. And here we go. First cutscene. Tom Nook says, now is that everything? Yes, yes, I believe it is. Let's get started with the festivities. At last, allow me to properly welcome you to our new island. I have participated in many ventures and endeavours over the years, but this must be the most exciting. Helping develop a new thriving community entirely from scratch will truly test my business acumen and perhaps my skills as an outdoorsman. Ho ho! Now, we may not have the right kind of numbers that we may not have the kind of numbers I originally envisaged, but that just means we'll have to rise to the challenge. I have no doubt that with hard work and perseverance, we'll shape this desert island into... I suppose we can't call this a deserted island anymore, What should we call it? And again, what should we call it? Because I've went through a lot of islands, like I've called one Serenity, I called one Warriorville, so we're going to have to choose something that suits us. I sense a great opportunity. As the first residents of this island, we should be the ones to name it. And in the spirits of democracy, we should put it to a vote. Majority rules, So, take a little time to think, and when everyone is ready, we'll present our ideas. So what on earth should we call this island? I called one Booville as well because I was quite liking the Boo characters on Mario Kart, but I'm not doing that anymore. Let's see. Let's call this... Megaland. Don't know why. Just the first thing that popped into my head. Megaland! Alright, is everybody ready? Let's try saying our ideas all at the same time. Get ready, go! So let's see what all of the other islanders are going to call it. Tommytown, Bellevue, Buffberg and Guitarberg. I couldn't see that last one. The rabbit, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember. What splendid variety, yes, yes. Each one a potential gem. Now, for the voting, I'll say each name in order so you can clap for the first for the one that you think is best. Warrior seems to have the enthusiasm and the naming sensibilities. Let's start there. So Warrior suggested Megaland. Wow, that's an overwhelmingly positive response. Each and every one of you clapped. I suppose if everyone is in agreement, we could just go ahead with Megaland. Okay, sounds great. It rocks. Absolutely. Splendid. Then from now on, this island will be known as Megaland. Well, Warrior, since you've proven yourself by naming Megaland, I'd like to rely on you for other critical decisions we'll need to make on this island. Yes, I hereby name you the representative, the resident representative of Megaland. So again, if you've not played this before, what happens is you get named the representative and you get to make some really important decisions about Megaland, such as you can move things about, you can build bridges, pretty much it's all down to you how the island is going to work out. Warrior, could you please say a word or two as the new spokesperson for your neighbours? A word or two. That's just how I roll. So, we settled on a name for your island, and we've selected our resident representative. It's a big day, but it's gotten rather late, so let's have a toast. Like a penny drink. Everyone have a beverage in hand? It's a fresh juice made from pears, our new resident representative harvested on this very island. Then without further ado, a toast to Megaland and the happiness of its residents. Cheers! Loving the tambourine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to talk to Tom Nook, and he's going to say, right, to bed with you. Ah, Warrior. Having a good time, yes? I know this is all a bit much, so if you feel like taking a short nap in your tent, by all means go ahead. We'll keep the fire burning. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that, because there's not much else you can do for this nighttime bit. So we might as well go to bed. Sounds good to me, but first, you'll probably want this. It's your very own camping cot. You'll want to set it up in your tent before you lie down. I've been to a few festivals before, and I can tell you that lying on the ground really isn't good at all. It hurts. Oh, there's a few packages waiting in your tent as well. Just a few items that might be useful. To open the packages and use things inside, press A. And when you're ready, you can move L to crawl into bed. We've got another big day ahead of us tomorrow, so rest up as much as you can tonight. Yes, that's all from me now. Sweet dreams, Warrior. Now we have to find our tent. So if we can look at the map, we'll see it marked in pink, which distinguishes it from the other tents. And there we are, right next to our very own pond, and it looks like that giant fish is still there. Instantly, if you run past water, you scare the fish, you startle them, so they go away. So it's always best to, I get, what have I got? A stereo. What's this one? It's a lamp. Now we're going to use the cut. You see all of the items in our inventory, we get that by pressing X. Funky cut. There we are. And you can manipulate it by pushing it about. Pick it up by pressing Y. Okay. So I'm ready for a good night's sleep. Switch the light off, and then we're going to jump in bed. You just do that by pushing forwards and it jumps in itself. Rest my head for a little while? Yeah, let's rest. I'm getting sleepy. And then what this does is it kicks off the first sequence where you get your nuke phone, which is like a major device around the island. And I guess you all know about mobile phones, and it has a lot of interesting apps that allow you to better negotiate the island. So this is KK Slider. So it looks like you've decided to make your own way in the world. Get out here, explore new frontiers. That's all the way, right, Daddy-o? You don't need to live by anyone's rules but your own. The world is made for exploring, you know? Living free, being out there, it's a great feeling. Yeah, but take it from a cat who's been on the road. Being by your lonesome can grind on the soul. You've got to make friends along the way. Rambling this crazy world is squares filled without some pals. Yeah, man. Friends are where it's at. Speaking of rambling, I'm doing a bit of that myself. My bad. Maybe it's about time for you to wake up to your new life. Oh, but listen up. That rap I just gave you about friends, it's pretty key. You'll dig this island life a whole lot more if you share it with some friends. If that's your scene. Yeah, an island paradise with your best pals sounds pretty groovy to me. Cool. When you wake up, you'll be in sync with real time. Dig the island life. I'll catch you later. Tom Nook. Warrior! Are you there? Oh, I hope I haven't woken you up abruptly. Ah, but I do wish to discuss something with you. Yes, yes. I'll be here when you're ready. Now, I don't need to tell you how creepy it is that he's standing outside your tent while you're having a rest, waiting for you to come out. But he does, and it's important to the story, so let's get cracking, shall we? Ah, there you are. I hope you had a pleasant nap. Or, well, I suppose it was a bit more than a nap, wasn't it? It's a brand new day. I slept that long? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, it's quite normal to be worn out after such a long trip and a major life event. Speaking of which, I have a few more things you might find useful as you adjust to your life in our little paradise. First, you'll need one of these, yes. It's a nuke phone! It's your very own nuke phone. I had these made especially for island residents. Ah, I want to make sure it's working right, so could you try turning it on for me? Good, good. Looks like you're getting good reception as well. Okay, feel free to put it away now. Say, Warrior, have you ever used a smartphone before? Sure have. Very good. Then this should be a breeze for you. In fact, these nuke phones are rather easier to operate than ordinary phones. Oh yes, we simply removed most of the features. Oh, oh. I have one more thing for you. It's your itemised bill. So this includes everything. Airfare, accommodations, labour, tax, and of course your nuke phone. Brings you to a grand total of the modest sum of 49,800 bells. What are bells? Oh, good one, warrior. Wait, you being serious? Yes, of course. I can't believe I didn't think of this. Well, bells are a currency that can be exchanged for goods and services here on Megaland. Ah, but there's still the problem you don't actually have any. Yes, of course. Well, no need to worry. I was prepared for exactly this type of tricky situation. For the Getaway package, you can pay your fees with miles instead of the standard bells. I call this extremely helpful service the Nook Mileage Program. Nook Mileage? Well, it's quite extraordinary, even if I do say so myself. With the Nook Mileage Program, you could earn miles by simply living your life here on Megaland. I dare say, the more you enjoy your island life, the more Nook miles you could earn. And you can use them to pay back your move-in fees and much more. So, the bottom line is, you'll need 49,800 bells to pay your move-in fees, but with this new service, would you believe it, it only comes to 5,000 miles. I'll just go ahead and register you so you can pay in miles. Yes, but there's more details available within your Nook phone. Just open the Nook Miles app and you'll see you've earned Nook Miles just for travelling to the island and joining the programme. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to a few other matters. But let me heartily congratulate you once again on your arrival. I'm so happy I'm so happy to have you as the resident of Megaland and a client of Nook Inc. Good stuff. That's our first opening segment done. So what we're going to do is going to check the mail, and then we're going... Oh, looks like it's got different plans. From now on, island time will match the flow of time in the real world. Do not touch the power button when you autosave indicated in the top right hand corner. You can save and quit your game by pressing minus. Jolly good. Right, so I'm going to check the mail first. Present from Nintendo. Thank you. Let's see what Nintendo's gave us. I think it's top left button. No, that's for the phone. Present. Let's open it. Simple DIY workbench. Let's learn that. Ah, right, okay. So, with DIY recipes, what we have to do is we have to take the DIY course with Tom Nook. That's not a problem. Right, so let's check out the Nook phone. So you got a camera facility next for taking pictures using various filters and effects. The pictures will save to the album on the home page menu, and other users who use the same system will be able to see them. Great. So we can angle the camera. And the good thing about the camera is it's in a fixed position, so you can move and interact with the scenery and then decide where to take the picture. But I'll just take this picture here. And we've got Nook Miles as well. So we're going to take a look at the Nook Miles. So we can then trade all those Nook Miles for different perks. So let's see. So we've got one for moving to the island. You travelled a long way. And then Island Shutterbug, we've gained one for taking a picture as well. There we are, that should all be done. And then we're going to go on to custom designs. With this app, you can create custom designs to wear on clothing or display around the island. When you save custom designs to the app, you can share them with other island residents. Now, there's a chance that your custom designs will be seen by other players during network play sessions when you visit other islands, for example. Please don't create anything that infringes on others' rights. Don't use private information, yours or anyone else's, or offensive words or images. So, right now, it's not of much use. But later on, when you get be able to terraform, you can put custom designs on the ground, and that's when it really becomes very handy indeed. So the other facility that we have is we've got a map. This is very handy for finding out who your residents are and where they are, because by the end you'll have 9 residents, you'll have resident services and all of that sort of stuff. And it's handy to know, because sometimes, if you've got a memory as poor as mine, you'll just forget. And then the passport. And again, the passport is pretty handy when you're visiting other people's islands. If you're going to other people's islands, it'll display, so you can change your photo, your title, your comment at any time, customize them to show off your style. So for example, it'll always have the Megaland, it'll always have pairs, but where it says very first relocator, is it? No, wrong hand. Up the top, in the middle there. You can change that, but you can't change your name or your date of birth or anything like that. And when you visit other people's islands, it'll display like a warrior from Megaland, very first relocator. So that's handy when you change, once you change that, because I think everybody has that. And then lastly, what we have is we have the rescue service. Use this service for an emergency situation on an island where your path is blocked or you're stuck. You'll be sent to a place such as your home or residential services. Nuke miles are generally required to use this service. Call services? Nope. Nope. Not doing that. Right. So let's have a little bit of an explore. The rest of the island isn't open to us at the moment. So we're just going to explore this little bit. And then I think we'll do the DIY. We'll do the DIY course, and then we can start to learn some interesting recipes. As you can see, this Roland has his net. Rolled. Just trying to pronounce his name. Yo! I'm pumped about that spot you helped me pick out for my tent. Thanks for the push. I hope we can keep looking out for each other like this. It's good to have buddies, buddy. Alright, I've got something here for you, buddy. Thanks again for finding my place. Oh, it's a hat. Get in. Tulip hat. You could try putting it on by pressing X and opening it up in your pockets. Then press A and select the item you want. Choose where if you want to put it on. You could always change later if you need to work out. Buddy. Thank you very much, Rold. An interesting choice. Okay. So we've got lots and lots of coastline, and you'll see shells getting washed up on the beach. This is where you fish for your sea fish. You also get you also have the rivers running through it, and they gain fresh fish as well as the ponds and things. You see the rocks here, where you can gain minerals such as stones, clay, gold, iron, and you always have a money rock on the island as well, which is also quite handy. Now, back in the days before we got a major update to Swim in the Sea, we couldn't get off this little bit of island, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get the swimming outfit, and so you can bypass that and actually swim to other parts of the island, which is remarkably handy. But first of all, let's talk to Tom Nook, because we want to do the DIY so that we can start crafting items. And this is going to help in major ways, because we can then chop wood and other sorts of things. Right. Tom Nook. Ah, warrior, welcome, welcome. As you can see, it is quite cosy in here. It's funny how cosy doesn't always mean comfortable. Let me know if you need advice on how to spend your time on this island or anything else. If you need some advice about basic island materials, you should talk to Tommy. He can help you procure some of the essentials for thriving on our little paradise. And if you want to earn some bells, he has a rather generous policy of purchasing just about anything. Not strictly advisable from a business perspective, but quite generous. Yes, yes. Oh, one more thing. I'm offering a free DIY workshop that can help you really build out your island experience. I think it would be quite useful. So, I do hope you take me up on it. Of course I'm going to take you up on it. That's what I'm going to do now. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. About that workshop. Yes, yes, the DIY workshop. Each participant will make and keep their own tools and receive a set of DIY recipes. I think it would be quite useful for island life. So, I shall put you down for the next available session. I'd love to. Yes, yes, that's splendid spirit. That's island spirit. I happen to be free right this very moment, so let's get started. Welcome to my DIY workshop. Oh, I suppose workshop is overselling it a bit. Well, you see how simple it is to DIY or do it yourself. You'll understand what I mean. The basic idea is to gather materials, follow a recipe, and then craft using a workbench like this one. So today we'll be constructing a fishing rod using common materials that you can find anywhere, yes? For this particular recipe we require a mere 5 tree branches. It is, admittedly, a little flimsy. Now, come see me once you've collected the materials. And we collected 5, so we've got the materials now. So we're going to go to the workbench and press. Ah, warrior, you found the necessary materials, Well then, let's get started on crafting that fishing rod. Yes, yes. To begin, just select a project from the workbench to get started. Go ahead, give it a try. There we go. Fishing rod. Crafty craft. And we can speed this whole process up by pressing A. Or is it A or B? You can press that many, many times and it'll rush through that whole process. As you can see, crafting is quite simple, provided you have the correct recipes. Beg your pardon, give me a few seconds. Sorry about that. Dogs were barking because someone was at the front door delivering a parcel for my wife. Right, let us get back to the game. As you can see, crafting is quite simple, provided you have the correct recipes. And that concludes my free DIY workshop. Oh, there's just one thing. I have a few common DIY recipes for you, free of charge, naturally. I just need to send them to your Nook phone. Would you mind opening it up? Bing! There we go. So that's another app that we've just gained, which is the DIY app. Splendid, thank you. The DIY app is now installed on your phone and ready for you to use at any time. And the flimsy fishing rod you just crafted is all yours to keep. It may not last forever, but it should serve you well for a little while at least. Speaking of fishing, I am no master angler, but perhaps I can give you a few tips. In my experience, you should aim in front of the shadow of the fish just when you cast your line. Yes, yes. I would love to see anything that you manage to catch. I'm quite curious about the local fauna. Now, That's an important point to make, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to open the museum on the second day. So we're going to have to find animals to give to Tom Nook. Tom Nook then phones Blithers, who is going to open up the museum for us. And Blithers is going to cut Blathers, sorry. He doesn't know if Blither on. But Blathers is going to come to the island and then open up the museum. So what we're going to do is we can really rush through this quite quickly. So we're going to be doing that. But we're also going to be looking at the recipes that we've downloaded as well, because we can catch bugs. We're going to do fishing, of course, and various other things like chopping tree wood to get wood and bash the rocks and things. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to take a look at the Nook miles, make sure that we have the correct amount of Nook miles, because the first thing we want to do is we need to pay off the loan that we had. So you see that we've got the fishing rod and we're going to get the net as well. So we need under the 3 tree branches, and then we're going to craft that. And how we get the sticks is we're going to shake these two. Oh god! Ah! Wasps! Oh, help me, help me, help me. That's a handy hint as well. If you run into somewhere and get that door open quickly, then you won't get stung. But just running around, you're bound to get stung. What you can actually do is when you got the net, is you equip the net before you shake a tree, and you can catch the wasps, and that'll prevent you from getting stung. But right now, I've just picked up the nest. It's an occupational hazard of shaking trees, but as I've just demonstrated there, you can get nice things out of trees. So you can get money out of trees, and sometimes there's an item tree as well, and it'll drop like an item that you don't have in your catalogue, and that's a very good way of being able to collect items. What we can also start doing now is collecting fruit and other things in order to be able to sell them as well. So this is one we're picking off the weeds, as we need to tidy up the island, so we might as well collect lots and lots of weeds, and we also get paid for them as well. Granted, it's not a great deal of money, you don't start earning money very quickly at the start, but you've got to start somewhere. So we'll just clean up this little patch here. Do we have the amount to make a net? Yes, we do have the amount to make a net. And we can learn this recipe too, for the simple DIY workbench. Sweet. We're going to DIY recipe for a simple DIY workbench. And then if you talk to Timmy here, he's going to give you some helpful hints and advice as well. Obviously I've done this game many times, so I don't really need to speak to him, but should I speak to him? I guess I should, just to help you out. I don't know why I'm talking to Tom Nook. Ah, Warrior Boy. Hello, hello. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm good. I didn't mean to talk to you. I'm glad to see you're taking an initiative to explore and learn about our island home. But do please feel free to ask for help when you need it. That's what we're here for. Right. What I wanted to do was I wanted to make a nest. A net. With these 2 items, we're going to be able to get the animals that we need in order to be able to talk to Blathers, to be able to set up the museum. And we're also going to take a look at this machine here, because this machine is very important. So Tom Nook says, "Oh, how could I have forgotten? I should give you a brief explanation about that terminal. That is our Nook Stop. It's a terminal for the services that will further enhance your island life. At the moment, you can use 2 services, Warrior. The first is Nook Shopping. It's a catalogue shopping service for the items that can be hard to find on the island. Second, this terminal serves as an automatic bell dispenser, or ABD, for the Bank of Nook. We're also working on a service by which you'll be able to redeem Nook Miles for various things. So please take advantage of these wonderful services. Quite beneficial indeed. Yes, yes. So, what we're doing is once per day, accessing the Nook Stop will reward you with a bonus of daily miles. So we'll get first one, you get 50. Please select from the following services. So what we've got at the moment is we've got Nook Shopping, which allows like all of these basic items that you can buy with bells that you've collected. We don't have a great deal of bells, but then we've also got these special items, which is the Mario Anniversary. So you can see a great deal of items there. And the seasonal items, which is a grape harvest basket. Don't know where you get the grapes from though, there's no grape trees, but you know. And the ABD, the automatic bell dispenser, will allow you to deposit bells, which is very, very handy when you've got millions and millions of bells and you just can't have them lying about the house. And you've also got the ability to withdraw as well. Now, if you keep the money in the bank, towards the end of the month, you'll accrue interest on it. And that's always wise to be able to get interest as well. Interest is just a percentage that you get on top of whatever's in your bank. There we go. All done. Now this... Tom Nook's going to give us a brief introduction to that. Oh, I should give you a brief introduction to that box too. That is a recycle box for all of the island residents to use. We'll be using it for items removed during the construction, such as, yes, if you see anything you like, feel free to take it right home. If the box gets full, we'll get rid of the oldest items first, so don't delay and pick it up what you want. So we'll take a look. We've got a cardboard box, a tree branch. At the moment, not interested in cardboard boxes, but I am interested in tree branches for the purposes of crafting. And then, if we talk to Timmy... welcome. You don't waste any time, do you? I'm still setting up, but for starters, we intend to offer a small selection of goods on our island, for our island residents. Space is limited right now, but we'll try to have some fresh stock in each and every day. Sure you're busy, so feel free to take a look at some of the items we're thinking of selling. I will, of course. Take a look. Great! So, my first mistake when I got this game was that I thought that this was just it. These two things are the only items that we have. But you'll notice down on the right hand side there in blue, you've got the R button. And this opens you up to a whole new world of other things to buy. And I mentioned the swimsuit. That's one of the first items that I'm going to buy. But also, slingshot is very important as well. So I think that what we're going to be doing is buying the DIY for beginners, but we'll have to... the slingshot. Yeah, we'll do the slingshot recipe. I've only got 200, but I've got items in there. Hello, blah, blah. I've got that, so I'm going to sell some items to Timmy. We're not just sellers, we'll also buy items from you, including stuff gathered on this island. And because we want to support efforts to buy... to beautify the island, we'll even pay a little bit in return for any weeds or trash you bring in. If you want to know whether we'll buy something, just ask. How you doing, blah blah? Let's see. We shall want to sell. We're going to sell some weeds and we're going to sell some pears. The rest of the items we're going to need further down the line. I'm great, thank you very much. We're playing Animal Crossing today. Look at the fine things you brought in today. Allow me just a moment to run the numbers. And all done. I can buy these from you for a total of 1,080 bells. Does that sound good? Sold. Thank you, please come again. Oh, before I forget, I want to tell you something about the fruit you just sold me. When you eat fruit like that, you'll find yourself energized with more power than you might have imagined. Has anybody shared that with you? What I mean is, you could break open rocks or even dig up a whole tree if you had the right tool. Now, it's fine for you to sell me your fruit, but you should try eating it once in a while too. Yeah, it does blah blah. But it's coconuts tend not to sell as much, but all of the other fruits are you'll get a heck of a lot more for it. But we're going to be doing a trip using Nook Miles at a later time, so we'll be going to other. You should be able to get some other fruits from other islands as well. Maybe we'll do excursions to other islands too. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Right. So we're going to be buying the slingshot as well, because once we buy the recipe, and then we're going to be crafting. We're going to be crafting the slingshot as well, so that we can start shooting items out of the sky. So you get money and other items as well. And if I'd just forgotten to buy that, right? Oh, not sell. Right. Buy. Well, it's always good to have a good stash of the Nook Mile tickets so you can go islander hunting. But yeah, when you've got hundreds and hundreds, it's just as easy to give them away. They never come, like they're always handy, aren't they? I shall buy it. Now I think we need more branches in order to be able to create the slingshot. I forgot I may as well buy the other recipes while I'm here. And DIY for beginners. Let's see, that's 480 bells. What do you think? I shall buy. Anything else look interesting? No, thank you. We're going to try and craft that item now. We'll bring up the phone, claim our Nook Miles, because we're trying to pay off the very first bill. This is why Tom Nook tries to tie you down. First time buyer, 300 items. So you see our items are, the Nook Miles are climbing quite high now. 5,000 I think it was for the first one. You're not kidding. He really does give out bills. When you upgrade your house as well, you get to upgrade your house to many rooms, and you get upstairs and basement as well. You're looking at millions of bells at that point. Right, let us get the recipe. I've seen many good memes about Tom Nook. Right, let's see what we will need in order to craft. Hardwood. No! How do we get the axe? You've got the mansion. I'm always, like, I can always get, like, the house, but decoration is my weak point. I always tend to have like an eclectic collection of things. Got it. A dung beetle. That's our very first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to save those up and then give them to Tom Nook. And then hopefully we can initiate the Blathers scenario. Careful not to run about so we don't scare things. I mean, that cicada on the tree, if we'd run past, we could have scared him off. So we're just going to click A and keep it held down, and we can sneak up and swipe. I'm sure it was a DIY recipe for the axe, but I don't remember how to get it. I thought that it was going to be contained in that first package that I bought. Ah, grasshopper. Let's take another look. No. Got an ocarina, of course, but no axe. I scared that beastie away because I was running, but we already had him. Maybe what I should do is a little bit of fishing as well. That'll help us get different animals. Pick these twigs up too. Ah, big fishy. Come on then. Is there any more relaxing activity than fishing? Oh, a sweet fish. Yes, I've caught one of those before, but not in this round. Ooh. Flying beastie. Come back. Actually looks like a big fish. I'm going to catch that one. There was one day when I literally spent about 5 hours fishing. Ooh, salmon. And I've caught that one before. So like at different times of day and at different times of year you can catch different items. Different fishes. Oh. Oh, it's raining heavy outside. Come back! Got it. Did I see another flying beastie around? Ah, there. Long grasshopper, I think that is. Long locust. Where's it go? There we are. Alright, let's go see what Tom Nook thinks of these ones. Hopefully we can get Blathers to come to the island. In our very first day. No time trials for me. No time travel for me. Hello, Mr. Nook. Ah, warrior. Hello, hello. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. I've found a creature. We'll go with the boring beetle. Oh, what a catch! I do believe this is an earth-boring dung beetle. If this island can support an earth-boring dung beetle, why, who knows what other fantastic creatures we might find living here. Warrior, I have an idea. Me too, but I was just a bit ahead of you. An old friend of mine runs a museum. I'd love to send it to him for a closer look. Would you be okay with that? Too right. Thank you. I promise that I'll take extra good care of your earth-boring dung beetle. Oh, that reminds me. This is in no way tied to your generous donation now, but I have a useful app to show you. Ah, the Critterpedia. I hope you continue to fill it up with your discoveries and to share them with me too. I'm sure I'll be able to come up with some kind of additional reward. So this is the Critterpedia. Check this out for information on bugs, fish and sea creatures that you've caught. So you'll see on the top left hand side we've got the bugs, fish and the marine animals. And that's what we've caught so far. And as you see, that's quite a formidable list to fill up. Yeah, blah blah says the Critterpedia, aka time to spend time playing our game, please. Yeah, I've never actually successfully filled up the Critterpedia. So that's the couple of fish that we've caught. That's all of the insects, and we haven't got this for an outfit yet, so we won't worry about that. Yeah, you could spend hours and hours and hours doing it. But if you fly to other islands, and you can also get like beasties that you've not encountered on your island as well. I'm sure it said I had some Nukamars there. Oh well. Right. So let's give them some more items. So the major point of this first video is to get ourselves established, get Blathers to come to the island, because then we can get other tools such as the pole vault and the ladders and other things like that that storyline initiates. So let's give them the Walker Cicada. So take a blah blah with you having the full house that you must have all of the terraforming done and things like that. Do you have do you do like dream codes and things like that? Because I was thinking of doing at like a later point, not visiting the viewers' islands as well. I thought that would be quite cool. It's always nice to take inspiration from each other, I think. Oh, by the way, have you been taking advantage of my DIY workbench recently? I certainly have. That's great. Come to think of it, I have seen you tinkering about over there. Keep up the good work. That reminds me, I've been meaning to share more DIY recipes with you. Mind turning on your phone? I think this is the axe. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I just sent you a number of DIY recipes that require wood, along with the recipe for crafting an axe. Yes! That's how we do it. Yes, yes. I think an axe would come in quite useful on this island, because so many other things are made of wood. I hope you'll keep bringing me new discoveries to examine. It's all a part of the island experience. Yes, yes. Oh, we've got some Nukamars. Yeah, right at the start you always get like a deluge of Nukamars. Let's take a look at the new recipes. starting to fill up nicely now. So we've got the flimsy axe, the great big campfire, a tiki torch, log stakes, and a birdhouse. Oh, and a stone stool. I wonder if we've got all the stuff that we need to make it. I should have taken a look when I was looking through there. No, we don't. Tree branches were short of. Okay, I'll go and get some more tree branches. And then we'll try and... Oh, I forgot to give all of the things to Tom Nook. Oh, I'll shake this tree. Oh, money, money, money. There we are. So we've got enough now to craft the axe. And now we're going to try and give those animals to Tom Nook. See if we can't get Blathers to come to the island. Right, we'll craft first. Ask questions later. Perfect. We're all done. Ah, warrior. Hello, hello. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. I found a creature. Splendid. Let's take a look. I'll give him the grasshopper. Oh, what a catch. I believe this is a rice grasshopper. Rice grasshopper? There we go. He sent that to Blathers too. By the way, I have a proper reward for you this time. I've given you some red mum bags. I've not actually looked and seen what the flowers are on this island. Maybe it's chrysanthemums. Just a little sampling of the product we sell. Go ahead, do some planting, and after a few days we'll have beautiful blooming flowers. Anyway, give it a whirl, and if you enjoy gardening, stop by and buy more. I hope you'll bring me new discoveries to examine. It's all a part of the island experience. More creatures. I'll give them the sweet fish next. I wonder if sweet fishes are actually real. I know that they changed the names. So like a zebra flying turkey fish or whatever it's called is actually a lionfish. The flowers that grow will be very strong. They'll spring up even if you just plant them and forget about them. But if you water them each day, that's where magic happens. Watering brings up the possibility of propagation and crossbreeding your flowers to develop rare colours. So basically, you water them and you can then get them to multiply. And then if you plant them next to different colours, then they'll produce different colours in themselves. It's quite funky. There's lots of different combinations, especially with roses. It can get really complicated. I quite like blue flowers. And how might I water them, you ask? Well, I've just sent you the DIY recipe for the watering can. My accountant warned me about giving this stuff away for free, but you've collected creatures for me, warrior, so this is just a part of the island give and take. I hope you'll keep bringing me new discoveries to examine. It's all a part of the island experience. Hello, Wolfie the Teacup. How's it going? We'll give them the salmon. So we're just trying to initiate Blathers coming to the island. We've just started the island this morning. Yes, send it to your museum friend. I think that it only takes 5 for Blathers to come to the island, so we've got one more. It's at the start of term, is it? Blathers, is that you? Oh, what a splendid timing. Oh dear. Well, yes. Do you remember the venture we discussed? Well, it's come to fruition. I'm currently stationed on an island that we've decided to call Megaland. Yes, yes. The local fauna are just as abundant as I suspected, just as I told you. How many precisely? You're asking? Well, there's no way of knowing just yet. But I have received, let's see, 5 outstanding specimens so far. What? Seriously? Well, that is very exciting. But you'll have to excuse me. I'm with a customer right now. I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting. That was my friend Blathers, the one who curates the museum. Believe it or not, he's going to come to our island to help us identify and preserve the local creatures. But I could use your help, warrior. Since you've done so much scouting and collecting already, would you be able to find a spot for Blathers? We'll need a good-sized space to really build a world-class museum, so keep that in mind. This is exciting. It's all coming together. Yes, yes. Not bad for an hour and a half in. So let's take a look at the map. It looks like in between those 2 yellow tents, orange tents, we'll be able to place the museum there. Yeah, so just around about here should be fine. I'm not going to worry about keeping everything in exactly the same place, because everything can get shifted about at a much later date. So when we're happy with the designs, then we can make it more permanent, but everything's fine. We'll just plonk it all over. Hi, Lachibaka. Thank you very much. There we go. So we have Blathers. Excellent. We'll go back and talk to Tom Nook, see if there's anything else he wants us to do. Ah, warrior. I take it you found a suitable spot for Blathers to set up, hmm? I did indeed. I know I could count on you, thank you. I'll let Blathers know he can move in as soon as he wants. In any case, you just got here, so I'd hate to see you push yourself too far in one day. But it's no fair off my nose if you want to rack up those Nook miles and pay me back quickly. I've got a few tips for racking up the old Nook miles, so don't hesitate to ask if you need a little advice. I think what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of collecting of wood, because there's a few recipes that I need hardwood for, softwood and normal wood, the 3 wood varieties. I use a flimsy axe. They don't last long, but these ones don't cut the trees down. So there we go, softwood. This one's normal wood. And those bits, those really dark ones, were the hardwood. bash that tree. Some of the daily tasks can get very monotonous. Especially like right at the start when you're trying to get all of your supplies. Have a nice little stock of all of the items that you'll need further down the line. And then you'll reach a certain point where you don't even like go around hitting rocks and things like that. It'll just... You'll have everything that you need. There we go. More nuke miles. We're hoping to get to the 5,000 so we can pay them back on the first day. I wonder if we're going to have a house by day 2. We've already got the museum, so we might as well try to push. No! Now, when you hit a rock, you've got to keep on hitting it, otherwise the rock runs out straight away. So by talking to me, he's really ruined it. Let's demonstrate on this one. There we go. We've got about as many items as we can possibly manage there. Got some clay, some iron, and some stone. Now there'll be, I think there's five rocks in the island. This is the money rock. I won't be able to get maximum money out of this, because in order to do that I would have to stay in the same spot and bash. There we go. So, you're able to get every one of those segments around the rock filled up. And because I couldn't stay in place, I couldn't get it. There we go. Plenty of money. And when Blathers comes, he's going to give us a spade, so we'll be able to get the spade tomorrow, and that's a more handy item to use. No, I need more branches in order to make the axe. So all we'll do is just go over and shake all of the trees down, and eventually we'll get one. Hopefully, oh, I should take my own advice and get out the flimsy net. So if we do shake down any wasps, we'll be able to catch them, or hornets, whatever they are. We'll shake down all of these trees. Now, a little bit of warning is, he's talking to me again. I see you around. So what we do is you don't hit them with the fishing net, because if you do, that'll really hurt them. And you do it like 3 times, and they start to get angry and upset with you. That's not what we want. You can bully islanders off your island if that's what you want to do, but I don't do that at all. I've never been islander hunting before, but I'd like to try. So let's build this axe. And we're all done for now. So let's see. We have more nuke miles. No more nuke miles to claim. So what do we do, what do we do, what do we do? I wonder Oh, but we should have enough enough money now to be able to buy the swimsuit. So we can then start to explore the other parts of the island. We won't be able to go up top just yet. We haven't completed enough of the storyline. There we go. Talk to Tommy. I want to buy. So, first things, you'll want to put on a suitable wetsuit like this horizontal striped wetsuit. Once you're suited up, press A from the beach or nearby rocks to hop into the water. To swim around, keep pressing A. Oh, and if you see a shadow, you can press Y to dive down and check it out. You never know what kind of sea creatures might be lurking. Perhaps you could bring one to the surface. Well, I think that covers everything that you'll need to know. So, back to the item in hand. Can be yours for 3,000 bells. Would you like to buy this horizontal striped wetsuit? I will buy it. Yes, thank you for the 3,000 bells. Anything else look interesting? I don't know. I've not looked about. Let's see. So we've got the DIY for the beginners. We've got the flimsy axe. We've got the watering can. We've got the slingshot. I think that's about everything that we need. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look and see what nuke miles we can get, and then aim for those nuke miles in order to get the 5,000 nuke miles that we need in order to play off Tom Nook. And then once we've done that, we'll get the house the next day, so we can finish the stream off, because this is just day 1. So, what do we got? Learn how to fish. So we're going to catch 5 fish. We've caught 2, so we need to get 3. Island togetherness. One of the goals is resident togetherness. Our gregarious meeting initiative aims to reward you with nuke miles just for chatting to residents and trying to talk to all of your neighbours every day. So I've got 0 out of 1, but I've been talking to the other dude. Right, let's see if I can talk to the other guy. Myra, that's it. Okay. So let's see her, and if we talk to her, I'm fairly confident that we should be able to get nuke miles for that. Just let me know if you can see her. Little yellow rabbit. Ah, there she is. Warrior, thanks a ton for earlier. I got my tent all set up and running thanks to the pep talk. The brochure said we'd be living in an uninhabited island, so I was all ready to go solo, Cottontail. I could really go for having a rock stars like you around though. Let me know if you need anything. Oh yeah. I was thinking about how to thank you and I came up with this recipe for a leaf umbrella. Alright, so first thing I thought when I got here was, now that's a lot of weeds. That's kind of where I got the idea. This DIY project that uses weeds. Think about it, weeds are the most abundant natural resource we have. May as well use them, Cottontail. Very true. Right, so island togetherness we've got. And we're nearly 3,000 now. So we've got the bug. When you get 10 bugs, that's probably not practical. Have a nice DIY. DIY tools. Let's see what this one is. If you break tools, just make more. Right. So if we bash trees and destroy the stick, the axe, then everything will be fine. But first of all, we're going to go fishing. We're going to get 3 fish. And then that should enable us to get the next bunch of nuke miles. Come on, fishy, fishy. Yes! Crucian carp. Excellent work. I must remember not to run next to the water, because if you run you can scare the fish. Not many fishies today. There we go. Best time to catch fish is when it's raining. Excellent. Seahorse. Right, one more. And we go. Oh, do you see in the distance there? We've got a flying present. Look at that. So we're going to change to our slingshot. Oh no! I bought the recipe for the slingshot, but I don't think I built it. That's disappointing. I'm going to try get a stick, but I guarantee that when I go and build the slingshot, that parcel won't be there. Excellent. Let's get that slingshot built. Oh, it was the first balloon I saw as well. Slingshot, slingshot, down left. Let's take a look for it. Maybe the balloon will still be there. So I'm going to change the camera angle and take a look at that. I can't hear it. No, it's definitely not there, is it? Right. What do I need to do? One more fish. Where? Oh, there it is. Good. It's a bit premature. We're going to alter the camera angles as well to make it slightly easier for ourselves. Come on, fishy. It's not always 3. Sometimes it can be... Sometimes it can catch it first time, the second time it's always random. So, best way I've found to do it is to actually listen for it going bloop, and then you can just pull it straight in. We should have... There we go. Trash tools we've got. Greedy weeder. Oh, we only need to pull up 2 more weeds and then we'll get the other bit, the other Nookmars. So let's do that. Oh no, pockets are full. Drop it. What's it full with? Ah, we can plant some plants, and I'm fairly sure that that'll give us some Nookmars as well. Oh no, it didn't. Harsh. Let's try and sell them and see if it initiates it. I want to sell. What are we selling? Should we sell all of these animals as well? Yeah, I can always catch more. Especially the sweet thing I've already caught this morning. Excellent. Nice bit of dosh in my pocket. Greedy Beater, yes. So it goes on the amount that you sell. I thought it was the amount that you actually physically picked. So let's see, pick of the bunch. What's this one? You get nuke miles based on the amount of fruit you've sold. So I need to collect 20 in total. I've collected 6 so far, so 14 left. Okay. Three. I haven't plundered all the pears, have I? Nope. 6. I think it's 3 days until the trees are replenished with fruit again. So it shouldn't be long before we've got more to collect and sell. Is that 9? 12. Okay, so another couple. Excellent. Let's go back and sell them. And then we'll see what other nuke marters we can get. Because again, we'll want to build that house tomorrow. My record so far is 28 days to 5 stars. And that was without time travel. Oh, I don't want to talk to Tom Nook. I wanted to talk to Timmy. I want to sell. So what are we offering? We're offering fruit. Fingers crossed, that'll gain us the nuke miles that we need. Perfect. There we are. Nuke miles. Pick of the bunch. What's the next one that we can get? Go ahead, be shellfish. You get a nuke miles based on the number of seashells you sell. Right, let's go collect some seashells. I need 10 in total. It's none there. So we need 10 in total. Do they take up much space though? Because I haven't got much space. Do they stack on top of each other? 1, 2, 3. This could take up a lot of space. Right, let's get changed into the wetsuit. And we should be able to explore other parts of the island. Let's take down that fishing rod too. And into the sea we go. It's a very good way of when you first start the island is to bypass what it wants you to do, which is to wait a couple of days before you get the pole vault and to string the game out. We're going to just dive straight in. Start grabbing some seashells. We're 10 in total. Ah, there's another one, sneaky. Let's see how many we've got. So we've got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back into the sea. We've explored as far as we can up that top part. We've done the bottom, so we're going to go back onto the island and then out through the other side and then hopefully get some more. I'm just checking again just in case there's some more shells that have washed up on the beach. Nope, nothing. So out into the water we go. Oh, I can see a big fish in there. And just where it turns into the river, there's a big fish there. There's always, like, there's quite often quite big fish in those sort of areas. So we'll see if we can catch it. And see if it's a new fish, or a new species of fish for us. Come on, fishy. Oh, I was fully expecting it to be 3 there. It caught me off guard. Ah, salmon. I've caught a salmon before, but we can always sell that. That's perfectly fine. Right, there's another one. 2, 3. I think we need one more. And here's the jetty. Now, if you craft fish food and keep on throwing it in, it'll give you different varieties of fish. It's especially good at this time of year, but it's somehow starting to go into autumn. It'll be I'm sure that it'll be autumn time soon, very soon in Animal Crossing. But during summer you can catch sharks. Always very keen to catch some sharks. On my last island, which was called Serenity, I caught lots and lots of hammerhead sharks, which didn't make me feel very comfortable when you're out fishing, well, when you're out swimming in the water and you've got some shark nets all around the island, which prevent you from swimming too far. But some sharks get through. Right, let's go sell these shells. Let's get more Nook miles. We're slowly starting to gain on our 5,000 target. And that 5,000 target, we can then start to talk to Tom Nook about getting a house. Right. Resell seashells on the seashore. What exactly are you offering? Everything. Right, salmon, shells. Excellent. Let's see if we get more Nook miles. Yes, we do. Perfect. Go ahead, be shellfish. Castmaster. A bunch of fish. Right, so we need 4 more casts, and we'll get Castmaster. Quite like fishing. Fishing's very relaxing. But as soon as you want to go fishing, the fish get shy. Change camera angle. I think we'll catch that fish from under our nose. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Ooh! I nearly lost that because I wasn't paying attention. Crucian carp! There we are. I'm fairly sure. Where are we? Castmaster. Yes. It's 3 more and we'll be fine. Saying that, she wasn't paying attention either. Oh, God, that's a big fish. Oh, it's a red snapper. Does it look pretty dapper? Oh no, I've just chased it away. Silly me. Ah, there's a big one. Ooh. These ones are catching me off guard. Normally it's 3. Ah, an olive flounder. It's not the pits. Oh dear. Looks like we're going to have to make another fishing rod. So, what have we got? 6. That's fine. We've got 6 bits of 6 sticks, so we'll be able to make another one, no problem. Just go back, get it crafted. Here we go. Let's craft. Fishing rod. There we are. If you keep on pressing A, you can speed up the whole process of crafting. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Right. Let's go get more fish. Fishing rod. Oh, you see that now there's a shell that's spawned on that beach, whereas there were no shells before. So I was right to kind of keep my eye open. Just got to look at this jetty here, because sometimes just past the jetty you can see fish that you can capture, but there's none there at the moment. Because the sunlight's quite strong at the moment, close to midday, there'll be less fish about. It tends to be evenings, mornings, and when it's raining that you'll catch the most fish. This empty can could be repurposed. Got an excellent idea for a DIY recipe. I could have sworn that would have given me nuke miles. And I think this is the last one to catch the cast master. Zebra turkey lionfish. Or zebra turkey fish. Land, sea and water, make up your mind. Excellent, we've got the cast master. Oh no, we've got angling for perfection as well. And cast master at the same time. Perfect. So I think we've just got one more to do. That'll give us the 300 nuke miles. Get the 500 and then we'll be able to get a house upgrade. All of this is fantastic for the first day. So let's see what we can get. What's the next one? You've got the bug. Every bug you catch. Is that every species of bug? Or is that just bugs in general? I think there's only one way to find out. Time for the net. Just catch that one because I've already caught that before. So let's see whether that's a new... Whether it's asking for new insects or whether it's asking for just insects overall. So you've got the bug. 6. I'd forgotten how much I had now. Let's see. Damson fly. Not likely to catch that easy. Let's take a look. So I've caught 6. Need one more. There we are. A pond skater. That's not really going to help. A bug. That's 7. Aha! Oh, 2 things there. So I've got the butterfly, but I've also got the present to go as well. What am I going to swap it with? Swap it with some iron, because I can always go back and pick that up. And we'll shoot down this present. But we've got to be careful, because if we drop it on top of the pond, it's lost. There we go. Right, I'm going to go and sell some items so I can free up some pocket space, because right at the very start of the game like this, you only get 2 lines on the items, and that's very restrictive. So we have to empty our pockets as soon as possible. And we're already starting to build up quite a healthy supply of bells as well. Which of course we'll need for when we start selling plots of land further down the line. Sold. Right, so I'll be able to find out what's in our present. Whenever you get a new item, every time you get a new item, it adds it to your inventory. Which means that you can then buy it from the nuke stop. So it's always wise to kind of create a big catalogue, even if you don't want the item at the time. Let's catch this butterfly. So I was on 7, wasn't I? So let's see if this helps. Oh, I've got more nuke bars. Oh no, I haven't. Right, so bugs. Got 9, we need 1 more. And once we do that, we can then get the house, and I think that's about as that's about as much as I can do on the first day. Rice grasshopper. Oh no! I think that the nuke mile thing that came up there, that's probably for the tool destruction. But we'll also see if it's the Critterpedia as well. Come on then, sticks. Out you come. Sometimes, no matter how much you to prove myself I had to be a liar before I even spoke. Sometimes you can shake a tree many times and you won't get anything out of it, but then sometimes it can trick you for ages and not give you anything and then give you some stuff. Persistence, that's what we need. Persistence. How many sticks? We need 5. We've got 6, excellent. Now pick up the parcel. Pick up the iron that we dropped before, and then we'll go and make the net. And I think once we're in there, we can pay off Tom Nook for the house, and then we'll be able for the tent, and then we'll be able to make the house. Excellent. I've got the bug. 5,000. There we are. We can pay for our house. I'm ready to pay, Mr. Duke. I'm ready to pay. All to get the new house. And then more debt. Oh. How do I pay it off? Do I go to the nuke machine? Ah, about my moving in fees, that's it. How would you like to pay it? Okay, I owe you 5,000. I'm ready to pay. Thank you so much. Indeed, that's 5,000 nuke bars, not a mile less. With that, your moving fees have been paid in full. This is a happy day for us both, huh? Yes, yes. You're free and clear of debt, living on a thriving scenic island. What could be better? Oh, that wasn't actually a rhetorical question. Let me be more specific. How is that tent treating you? It could be better. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Ah, but no one ever said that developing an island paradise would be easy. But we don't do things because they are easy, hmm? We do them because they are profitable. Well, if you're growing weary of life in a tent, yes, I suppose the time is right to discuss the possibility of building custom homes. Now, there are certain challenges to building fabulous homes in a remote location such as this. Challenges that do translate directly into costs, I'm afraid. But with zero interest financing and an extremely lax payment plan, anything is possible. So, Maria, if you ever find yourself interested in a new home, do come and see me. Oh, one more thing to share. We have a miles redemption service for the Nook Miles that you've collected. When you access the Nook Stop, you'll be able to redeem your miles for lots of interesting things. You'll be sure to check that out soon, Well then, I hope you continue to enjoy your Getaway Package life. Excellent. We got some Nook Miles for claiming Nook Miles. Let's order the house. So day 2, brand new house. About my home. Oh, Warrior, have you made a decision about home ownership? Ready to move forwards into the comfort and luxury? As fun as having, as fun as living in a tent can be, a house gives you more space and allows you to put down roots. Now, building a house means taking out a new loan for the amount of 98,000 bells? So what do you think? Ready to build your own home sweet home? Let's do it. Thank you for your business. I'll get construction started right away. By the way, you get to choose from 8 different roof colours. Could you please select a roof colour from this list? What colour do you think I should go for? So we've got red, pink, yellow, black. Got blue, aqua, green or purple. I quite like green as a colour, but because the island's very green at the moment, it's not really going to stand out. So I'm going to choose aqua. I'll get that ordered for you. Oh, one more thing. Homeowners get an automatic Nook mileage program upgrade. Just give me one moment, Yes. There we go. I've updated your program membership details, Warrior. Now, when you use the Nook Miles app, you'll have full access to the Nook Mile Plus benefits. Nook Mile Plus includes a nifty way to earn additional miles for special circumstances. You'll see the details when you launch the app, so please give it a look when you can. That's all from me. Your wonderful new home should be ready tomorrow. Quite exciting, yes? So, Nook Miles Plus. There we go. Nook Miles with a plus. Your rank has increased and you can now use Nook Mile Plus services. Nook Miles Plus make it even easier to earn miles as you go about enjoying your island life. There are also special redemption options that only Nook Mile Plus members get. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity. So basically, the Nook Miles but every day you come on and you perform these special tasks. So at the moment it wants me to catch 5 fish. And then... Sorry, cat's interfering with the TV. So, with the webcam even. So we can catch 5 fish and that'll give us 2 times the amount of this 150, so that's 300 Nook Miles. We get 200 Nook Miles for taking a picture. We can plant seeds, so 3 seeds planted, get 200 Nook Miles, catch bugs, and earn bells. So we're going to just randomly, we're just going to take a picture. There we go, take a picture, get Nook Miles straight away. And then it's got to take that off and then add something else to the Nook Miles. Great. Well, we've made some sterling progress. We've came to a completely deserted island, and within the space of a couple of hours, we've managed to get... In the space of a couple of hours, we've managed to get pretty much everything that we can do on the first day. We've managed to get the museum to come, so Blathers is going to come tomorrow. We'll be making sure that we catch lots and lots of items to be able to get to Blathers, so he can then order the museum. So by day 2, we should have all of that ready and get all of the critters and give it to him, and then we'll be able to get the new museum built by day 3. That'll help us get the ladders and everything like that. That'll help us move around the island, but we're not going to do it every day. I think that what we'll do is we'll do that on the next session, the next stream. When am I going to stream next? It'll be next week now, so it'll be next Tuesday that I stream next. So we'll save that here. Ready to wrap things up? Yes, I surely am. Right. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have had fun on this stream. If you like it, subscribe. And I shall see you next Tuesday. I'm going to start at 11 o'clock, that's English time, and finishing about 2 o'clock. Thanks for